So we're on the airplane. It's like a Southwest hour-and-a-half flight.
Yeah.
Yvonne's kind of freaking out.
Did you check drugs or anything? Or
No.
drink heavily?
Mm-mm.
I would crush that Ambien.
We're on our way over there, and we start hitting like a little bit of turbulence, and she's looking at me kind of scared. And right as that turbulence hits, my dad grabs her and he looks at her. He goes, "We're going down."
No!
She's like, I hate
What a
this
terrible
family.
person.
Why did I marry this person?
Yeah, after that,
Classic
I was like,
laser.
Yeah, after that, I was like,
That
she's
is
not
funny.
traveling anymore again.
Road tripping with my two favorite allies. Fully loaded, we got snacks and supplies. It's time to leave this town, it's time to steal away. Let's go get lost anywhere in the USA. Let's go get lost, let's go get lost. Blue, you sit so pretty west of the one. Sparkle like with yellow icing, just a mirror for the sun. Just a mirror for the sun. Just a mirror for the sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Armando's I Regret Nothing, the ultimate podcast experience for all your pleasures. Not family friendly, but family to listen to, I expect. Probably not. Dude, what's it been, like 2 months since I did one of these? At least a month and a half. The last one was in Panama with Corey, the dip master, Dipset Web, barbecue chicken. But yeah, I forgot how to record these things. I tried to do it yesterday, and I had to do a restart today. I didn't like it, so here we are. We just pulled into Naxos, I think. I don't even know, some island in Greece. I didn't even know Greece had islands until this trip. By the way, me and Rosella came on a trip, tagged along with Steve and Yvonne Lopez. Oh, that's something. What is that? Oh, they didn't tell us. Nope. Don't understand any of that. Something greasy. Wait for this to finish. Never mind, I'll keep going. Alright, so. Oh, there you go, that's English. But, so me and Rosella tagged along on Steve and Yvonne Lopez's. I don't know how you say that, plural. Or possessive? Whatever. It's already gone on too long. But we tagged along to Greece with them. We've been here for like 10 days, I believe. And it was a blast. We literally crashed on their hotel room floors. We got a little bit into like how we ended up coming in the conversation, but yeah, it was a blast. I mean, it's always the traveling parts of it's always fun. Me and Rosella and Joe, we just have a good time together. It's stupid, ridiculous jokes, but it's always a blast. But also, I mean, we get to do that with our best friend. Literally, like, this is our one couple. It's hard. It's something I realized, like, being a married couple, it's hard to find another couple to hang out with and do things with that both of the partners get along with both of the other partners, if that makes sense. So that's what we have. I feel like it's something rare with Steve and Yvonne, and that's been a huge blessing to us. It's just been a blast, dude, every time we get to hang out. Always spend a ridiculous amount of money with them, but that's topic for another day. JK, love you guys. Where was that? Alright, so we came on this trip. I'm right here, we're in some port. We're on our way back to Athens, about to fly back tomorrow because tomorrow 6 a.m. because after that we're flying into New York, then we gotta drive back to Ohio, spend a day there, and then we drive back to New York and we fly out to the Philippines, which we are starting our not even year long anymore, probably like 9 month long excursion. See if we oh gosh. Alright, I think they don't announce this now. But yeah, so we're starting the bigger, longer trip, and I feel this conversation, this podcast was very apropos as we jump off to this adventure, see what we get into, see if we survive. If we don't, tell our stories. So So without further ado, here they are, Steven and Yvonne Lopez. All right, guys, we're in Santorini, some random ass hotel with weak ass Wi-Fi, and let's get straight to the meat and potatoes. I want to see. I was seeing all day. I was sitting there. I was like, oh man, it's like I feel like so like things that people like really like about travel or really like look for in travel, like it's so subjective. So I just want to see like why do you guys like, we talked about it a little bit like when we did the little taking off podcast when we were driving the car, and we talked about like why you liked it. But for Yvonne and Steve, I just wanted to see like what do you guys think? Like why do you travel? What's appealing to you for travel? Why are you here in Greece?
In here, specifically Santorini, has been like my dream place.
Santorini?
Santorini has been my dream place. Like I saw a picture of it in a magazine, and I saw that it was Santorini, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go here one day. And
Just like that?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
funny.
obviously this was like many years ago, but
How many? 10? 5? 20?
probably more than 10. Yeah, more than 10 years.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh damn.
I love.
Was it just like pretty ass pictures or what? Or
Yeah.
like, what was it? Okay.
It was. I just love traveling. Like I love seeing new places.
Now that you're here, like freaking after having like a plus 10-year dream, like how do you feel about it? Like let down, like more than you expected, happy with it, or like what? Just I just think that sometimes we have like expectations, we have dreams, and like when you actually get it, it's like it was a letdown, or it never lives up to the hype. But I just want to feel like, how do you feel about it, honestly?
How I thought it would be. Like
Exactly what you thought.
yeah.
That's awesome. I get pumped for people when they get that, because I feel like it's rare.
Yeah, it's exactly like just as beautiful as the pictures, like
Yeah.
so yeah, it's super exciting to me.
Why did it take so long to get here? I mean, because it hasn't. You guys done a lot of traveling. It's like why put this one off like for so long?
Stephen would always like.
I mean, we could do that, or we could.
Yeah, he would always like say like, no, they got this going on, or no, their economy's not good, or no, like it's not safe, or you know, like, so it was always like, well, I never thought it would happen. So
And here you are.
here I am.
That's awesome. I'm pumped for you. I didn't know it was like a Korean dream like that.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'll get back to you about like just why traveling in general. But Steve, what do you think about Greece so far?
I've liked it so far.
Yeah.
So far, I like Mykonos so far, to be honest.
I hate Mykonos.
Why?
All right, yeah, Yvonne, go into, let's
Oh,
explain
God.
what happened. What happened to your
That's
butt
gonna be
cheeks?
the picture on the podcast.
Yeah.
I went into the water.
We're at Paradise Beach, aptly
Paradise
named.
Beach in Mykonos.
Pardon?
Paradise Beach. Went into the water, and there was this rock like that was out there. Everybody was like chilling on, standing on, whatever. So me and Rosella go out there, and we have a seat on it. Apparently, I sat in the wrong spot because
I got nothing.
Because Rosella got nothing, and as soon as I got off the rock, my ass started stinging really bad.
Ass cancer like that.
It was burning, stinging,
Like immediately when she got off the
immediately. I thought I was gonna pass out, and Rosella was really scared because she was like,
save her.
"I can't save you. We're both gonna die."
Can't touch the floor.
And now,
First off, you could literally walk the rest of the way from the rock to the
No.
Oh, really? It dropped off right there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't touch the floor
Yeah,
there.
you guys would have went down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
super
so
partner.
she was like, "Come on, like
You can do this. Just make
you
it
can
to this.
do it."
Did it really hurt that bad where you felt like you're gonna pass
I
out?
seriously felt like I was gonna pass out from the pain. Like
Perfect. Like,
it felt like
Straight panic.
yeah.
like
Like,
it
if I
just-
look into my
I
eyes, you can
swear,
do this.
like 1,000 jellyfish like stung my ass. Like that's what That's how I compare it to.
I was gonna have to pee on her. I was about to do it.
See what it done it.
I would peed on it real quick.
And so now, ever since then, though, my ass is like super, super bruised.
It's like tender.
Very tender. So like every step I take hurts. When I sit down, it hurts. When I stand up, it hurts. Like it literally just, it just
hurts to live.
It just hurts,
To
yeah.
live.
And it hasn't lessened, so
This is your
I
life.
think this is my life now.
Live with it.
Gotta
Too
get used
funny.
to it.
No, but I really actually loved Mykonos, but that was kind of a damper.
I got like a fraction of it. Like, so like I saw like little red marks. I was like, huh. I can just imagine.
Does it hurt though? Like
It does, like when I touch it, but not like crazy. It's just like it's like a bruise. Like yeah, you said like bruise, like tender. But
Did yours scab?
it looks like a little bit.
You don't need
Oh.
to show us. Look, guys.
Let's compare.
What'd you like about Mykonos? You say you really like the vibe or like the scenery?
Just
or?
like the vibes, the scenery. I mean, the
The
whole
topless
thing.
women.
The topless
Yeah.
women.
The naked
The
man.
naked
naked
men.
They're
Balls flopping.
wieners swinging.
Yeah.
I was like, I want that kind of confidence.
That was my least favorite part.
That was awesome.
Some people do not need
It
to
was like this.
just flopping them.
Hey guys.
No,
It was
that
just-
was napping.
It
Yeah,
was,
it was
just, it was just resting on his right leg.
He was laying there like he was like the Caesars.
Oh.
Yeah.
It looked
Someone's feeding them
nasty.
grapes.
Yeah, somebody's feeding them grapes.
How is that?
just-
Is that
it was
not
just like-
attractive? Like you see a naked guy, like,
No, it's
or
just
does it? Like, you
he
just see
wasn't
penis?
attractive. The man himself, the men
He was like a
there
big,
were not
old-
attractive.
But even if you see a hot guy like naked, like is that like you see a just penis just hanging out? Like, he's like
No,
even
not
like
like
there's
that.
like
Not in
yeah.
that, like,
Even if it's the hottest man, it's like
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't
Like, it's
bother
Fabio.
me.
yeah.
Like that wouldn't bother
if the
me.
name was Fabio
just-
for sure.
It was just like these are all unattractive
Gross.
men. They were not attractive at all. So, or they were gay. So it
Yeah.
was just like they were, you know,
Off limits.
yeah, off limits, you know. But yeah, that was just seeing, you know,
I love the
just seeing the pork and beans resting on the leg.
the pork and bean.
And then that, yeah, it was just so.
I like the shamelessness of it. Like I don't know if that's like a normal. People say it's a European thing, but I don't know if it's that normal of a
Well,
European
that
thing.
little
Or,
girl down there, she wasn't that little. She was probably like 7, which is like at that point where you're like, okay, you can cover up. She was just in her bathing suit bottoms.
Oh,
in the
really?
pool.
Mm.
So I think it's like a just traditionally like culture type of thing.
I like sexual freedom. Like we're out naked.
It's just weird, like, because you're so little.
You're just
like,
not
Yeah.
used to it. Yeah.
bathing suit on.
Huh?
Like, but she didn't care.
Yeah. So Mykonos, you like Mykonos? Rosella, how you been liking it so far?
It's been nice. It's been, I don't know, like we were telling you earlier, it's just like super chill. I mean, we're not doing any excursions or anything, so I don't think we're seeing like the full effect of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the food
Oh god.
has been my
Yeah.
favorite thing
Yeah,
ever.
that's what you should have said. You've eaten every single
I think it's-
euro they have.
I think it's top on my food list for sure.
Yeah, I've never seen you this pumped about just eating.
Yeah.
I
I
want
could
the same thing
have
every day. Yeah.
tzatziki sauce and olives. I would just eat that for the rest of my life. But it has to be this one.
Speaking of, is there still feta and that stuff in the fridge?
Yeah.
It's probably not good.
The feta, oh
Just
man.
the cheese.
Yeah.
It's good food. It legit is good food.
It is good food. It is good food. I'm gonna be really disappointed when we go back home and eat Greek food.
What the hell is this?
What is this
I've
shit?
been there.
I love Daphne's.
Daphne's is good. Well, it was. I don't know if it'll still be good.
I
You have to
definitely
go-
gained
you have to go
25
home and
pounds in
taste
a
it
week.
and tell me.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, you put on
Oh
eating
yeah.
like trash.
What?
Definitely gained 25 in this week.
Like all the bread and cheese, like
Like yeah, pita
Rosella.
bread and
Rosella didn't poop in like, what,
a week.
7 days?
But she blew it up on the ferry. Though.
You
She
have
cleared
to
that.
say
She
that
cleared that
part.
thing out.
what's wrong with
So I'm putting it all out there, guys.
No, we're more cheese, no more cheese. Except tomorrow.
Except tomorrow.
I think for myself, Greek's been at Greek. And when in Rome, it's not my Steve.
Steve's like a tour guide, so whatever.
I think it's been a blast. Like I really like it here. I think this is my favorite spot. Everything's super pretty, and it's just somewhere that I never would have gone to.
Yeah.
If you guys have.
I'm really surprised that you guys came. Like it literally, like no, I am because this literally was decided
On a drunken.
few weeks ago or a month ago or
Not even.
On a drunken night in Hudson.
Let's
Yeah.
break that down. I was
In Hudson,
gonna
Ohio.
say that for like the intro, the outro, but yeah, somebody break down how this like even happened. You guys planned this trip how long ago?
We planned this what?
A year ago? Maybe?
Maybe like the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like the beginning of the year.
It's like a good 8 months.
And when we go to Ohio, everybody gets Steved.
Everyone in the house.
Everyone except for me got Steved.
Yeah,
Everyone except for me and
That's
Charlotte got
true.
Steved.
Yeah, the one weekend you guys were there was literally like the most drunk I've been, like since I've been there. It just felt right. It seemed right.
Yeah, you dropped all your alcohol.
On the white carpet.
Try to be cool, try to be cool. Like, no, I just drank this whole
You
thing
put
right
the
now.
ice
Yeah, I was
back
like,
in.
shut up. You saw nothing. Just be cool about it.
But
Don't be an
seriously, like
asshole.
how, like that. I don't even know how it came about. Like you guys were all drunk and
Daniela, it was Daniela. She said something like, why aren't you guys going to Greece with them? And we're like, I don't know.
Never thought about it.
Yeah, we're like, oh, I don't know, we just never.
And it's
And
like
we're
we
like,
didn't, and then
oh.
we didn't want to because it was like it was gonna be like a big expense like before like our bigger trip. So
Yeah.
like. but
and then we were like, and then Steven was like, yeah, you could stay with us. You could stay with us, and then later on he had to like check like.
And
If
Do
that
we
was
have our own
possible.
room? He had to ask his mom, do we have our own room? He
You
was
guys
like,
knew
yeah.
nothing about your trip.
No.
I still know
we
nothing
didn't.
about my
Yeah.
trip.
Except that you're coming to Greece.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, come on, you guys can stay with us.
I woke
And
up
he
and
didn't even know.
I thought we had bought it that
Yeah,
night.
he woke up the next morning, he's like,
But
did we buy tickets to Greece? I'm like, no, I don't think so.
But it was more talk about it the next day when everybody was sober and hungover.
Yeah.
It was actually the next day, wasn't it?
It was the following day
Whenever
after
you
that,
guys
right?
left.
Yeah, after they dropped us off at the airport. And then
Okay.
Mhm.
So it was
that's
real.
when they, that's when they got it. But it was just like
Should we?
more talk about it sober, talk about it the following day.
But yeah, just the fact that you guys would, I mean, that Steve would offer just to crash on.
I'm like, are you sure you want it?
Yeah.
Tell me. You can tell me.
I know. I
'Cause,
was
like,
like,
this is like
no,
your-
dude, yeah.
This was like your anniversary thing, right? Or for your birthday kind of thing, or just.
What-
It was a
yeah.
big trip for you guys. It was your
Yeah,
drink.
yeah.
So it was like to have us tag along, like that was really.
But it wasn't like,
Generous
it
to you
wasn't
guys.
even a like thing that like we were just like, yeah, come, like it'll be fun.
And we crashed on the floor. You've been sleeping on tiles for the
I
past
got
few
bed. I
days.
got bed for the past few.
You could have slept on the bed. Don't.
No,
like,
it's true. It's true. I'm fine.
You're
I have,
choosing to sleep on the floor.
I have no complaints.
I mean, it's
about
good
it.
because Yvonne's comfortable in front of you guys and still gives me anal, so.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Really,
He was waiting for the
There
setup.
it is.
You're an idiot.
We had a talk, Steven, damn it.
It was Rosella put down rules.
Yeah. I'm gonna write them all over.
Rosella's always got rules and guidelines, and I always just gotta bend and tweak them.
But yeah, we made it. Like it was like a.
But yeah, that was crazy. Like, I mean, I'm super glad you guys came out because it's been really fun.
It's been a mission to get to you guys since you guys have everything booked.
Yeah, we just kind of shadowing your guys'
Shuttle.
steps. Like, alright.
Got on big old hikes and
Lots of subways.
Yeah, you're a
long,
you're a
long
trooper.
ferry
I'll
rides.
give you
Yeah,
that.
Rosella's definitely a trooper.
Yeah, for sure.
Hiking with a 100-pound backpack.
But yeah, that was super generous of you guys to
I
just
think
let
it's
us
like
come along.
45 pounds.
But back to what I originally want to talk about, dude, is like, dude, what makes traveling like so appealing? Like just in general, not to any certain place, but like what is it like that gets you so pumped? Like, oh, I want to go here, I want to go there.
For me, it's like seeing places like either like on TV or in magazines or whatever, and then I like want to go there. Like I see, you know, like with Ireland, like I would see pictures of Ireland and I love like all the green and the like the sheep and I don't know, like it just looked really beautiful.
All the
and,
gingers.
Huh?
All the hot gingers.
Yeah. And so that was like that became like on my list. Like I had to go. Like I see these places and I just like I'm like, oh okay, I want to go there. That looks beautiful. I want to go there. I want to see that in person.
Where have you guys gone to so far? Like as a couple?
We went to we've been to Ireland, Scotland, London, Paris, Switzerland, Rome,
Cancun,
Cabo,
Venice.
Hawaii,
yeah, Venice,
Pretty much Italy.
Tijuana,
Missouri.
Ohio.
Hudson, Ohio. That's on one of the list.
Don't forget
Mazatlan.
Oh yeah, we went
Puerto
to Puerto Vallarta,
Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan.
Mazatlan.
St. John, Halifax.
We went to Canada. Went to Halifax.
Damn, you guys do a lot of traveling. Is there anything that's on the list, like, oh, I need to see this before I die? Or is there anything right now is just like, oh, whatever. Like, whatever else I say.
Everywhere. I would love to go to, like, the islands like Bora Bora, Tahiti. I would love to go to New Zealand.
That's what you're saying, too.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Australia.
Never. The huntsman spider ruined it for me. I will never go to
It's not
Australia.
even a real thing.
It is a real thing. It was confirmed by some authentic Australians.
Authentic.
Yeah, that's not a no-go. But
So it's just like seeing beautiful places,
yeah,
seeing beautiful places.
I see like pictures of these places, and I want to see it in person. Like
Yeah.
it just catches my eye, and I'm like, oh, I have to see that in person.
It's an escape from reality. It's just
For
an
me,
escape,
it's not
escape
like
from the busy. For me, it's an escape. An escape for the busy.
It's in that like for me, it's not like I understand because you have like a really stressful like job, you know. But I mean, for me, it's not an escape from reality. It's just a vacation, you know, from just like the everyday hustle bustle. You know?
What's
From
an
the
ideal
normal
vacation day
life.
for you?
What's a what?
An ideal vacation day, like an ideal day here,
Sleep
like in
in till 4
Santorini.
o'clock.
Stay in the room all day. No, I can literally like be out there right now on the beach. Like, I could be out there on those
Bed thingies.
It's freezing
like
dick.
lounge chairs, and I can be there all day, all night.
It's funny.
That's a like for me being on the beach, anywhere being on the beach.
How do you balance that between like the just chilling part, because I know you like relaxing, and also like the sightseeing part, I guess.
I'm the just chilling part. Steven is the sightseeing part. So
Okay, so he pushes you.
like,
It's half and half.
It's really hard for him to just stay and chill and just
Sit still.
sit still. Yeah.
I could chill once I could see everything that there is to see in that area.
But it's
Once
like
I see
there's
everything
so
there is to
many
see in that
things to
area,
see,
I want
though.
to chill. Like after that.
But like for you, like you said, you're drawn by like the attractiveness of like a place. Like when you're actually at that place, like how do you? Like,
But
you
if she
wanna
goes
chill.
to another place that there's no beach, then there's not like a.
I mean,
Chill?
even if you can chill in the hotel, I assume the same thing.
Like our trip last September is when we went to like Ireland, Scotland. That one I knew that it was gonna be a no rest trip. Like
It was going
we
hard, huh?
were hardly ever in the hotel room at all. Like we were just going like all day, literally all day. And I knew that, but I wanted to like see these
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So it was, there was like
It's
no
not like a
rest.
deal breaker if you can.
No,
Chill.
no. Like I'm okay with it because like I'll be like tired, like I'll be exhausted, but then at the end of the day I'm like, man, I got to see all these cool places today,
Yeah.
you know, like yeah.
I'm gonna drink that.
What about you, C? What do you like about traveling so much? You said like the escape from like the. Is it like the escape from like the day-to-day grind? Is it escape from routine or like what?
It's a little bit of both. Escape from every day. Escape from just just the everyday grind. Just trying to hustle. It clears my mind of everything and puts me at a different place and at ease of everything. Just kind of, I don't know, starting fresh somewhere else for that little bit of time that you're there, getting your mind off of home.
Do you feel like you're under a lot of stress and pressure, like at home normally, or let you like reboot from that?
Yeah, it's like a little bit of that. Just gives you that little reset, that little pause.
Yeah.
Kind of, like I said, just once you're gone, it's just finally just like leave it all there, leave it all at home.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. And then when I'm on vacation, when I'm on out here, it's just like I don't even think about home, to be honest. Like.
That's why I asked you guys. Like, you guys think about work when you're here? Is like you're like
no,
for a second
work,
you're like, what is it?
absolutely not.
They say flu clinic or something like that.
I actually don't mind. I actually don't even mind going to like places like this where we don't even have real good access to our phones.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind it because
or at all.
Yeah, I don't mind it because it's just like I'll get on my Wi-Fi and I'll post something on Instagram once in a while or put check out what people are doing, but at the same time it's like I don't need it. Like the whole day, going that majority of the day, like probably 80% of the day without it, it's just like it's fine to me. It's just like it gets you like detached from.
Do you feel better when you go days like that, or do you feel like stressed, like, oh god, like I need to check something, I need to.
It's like the first couple of days you feel like antsy about it, like oh crap, I want to see like what's going on. But like after like the first few days are over with, you're just kind of like alright, like this is good because it clears your mind off of everything now. Like you don't even think about the stuff at home no more.
What's up, Rosella? Like I said, we talked about it a little bit before, but like, dude, what turns you so on about traveling? Because ever since I've known you, like you've been in love with it. So it's like, what is it? What's that spark for you?
It's kind of the same as them. Just like I love to see new places. I love to like experience it and I like trying things and trying new things. Like, oh, what do people, whatever here do? And I want to try.
Eating tarantulas.
Like eating tarantulas.
Kind of like seeing their culture.
Jumping off a cliff tomorrow.
Yeah, you
Just
do
random
it.
things.
I did it again.
Spilled? Why did you do that?
It's like you're experiencing somebody else's culture for a little bit. Like,
yeah, like it's like, I mean, so similar to home to some extent, but then like so many differences too.
No, that was my plan.
Okay.
No, I mean that was my plan. This was my plan.
Oh gosh.
You made it out.
Thank you.
I'm about to crush those strawberry daiquiri things right now too.
We're gonna
Do
go
it.
down.
Zone.
Do it.
We're gonna go down and get an Amaretto spritzer, whatever that is. So
Aperol.
Aperol.
Amaretto.
Whatever.
He wanted it so bad, and he hasn't even had one.
Yeah. He had one. Oh, not here.
Oh.
I had one.
You do?
Mykonos.
Oh man, you see, I think I like asking you this because like I'm so jealous because I feel like I don't get like the same thing out of traveling.
And that's
It's
so
like-
crazy to me. Like
And
I mean, it's like it seriously is crazy that you feel that way. Like I trip out on that.
That's what she says too, and it's like I really mean like I'm legit like jealous. I don't mean like any kind of like sarcastic in any way. It's like I legit like want to be pumped about seeing this or going here or experiencing this.
Like
but
there's
it's like,
nothing though that you like want. Like there's no place that you want to go and see in your
There's, like-
lifetime. Like
there's like places I think would be cool if I go there, but at the same day, if I never left San Diego again, like ever in my life, then I don't think I'd mind it.
crazy.
So like going out and seeing like the ruins or the history of something didn't.
I find it interesting and I like it.
But like
Well,
once you're there,
it's like I respect it. I respect a lot of it. I respect like seeing all the things, but it's not like
It's not something he's like.
it's not impactful.
counting
To me.
down
It's
the
not just
days
not
and, like,
interest. Yeah. But I really enjoy meeting people and like that part of it.
that's what I'm saying. How about like the whole meeting of other people?
I like meeting people when you actually
just
have
kind
to,
of getting their, I don't know, like their
Story.
how their story, how
Oh,
they
yeah.
feel, you know.
Yeah, I love that, and that's pretty much what I did, like the podcast, things like that. Like I love hearing people's stories, and I love just talking to people. So that's always cool. Like yesterday when I went out to get our food, like I talked to Homeboy for a while, who we were talking to tonight. He was really cool to talk to, and then probably went down the street and talked to a couple other like the little barker guys for the restaurants. So I like that part of it, but it's like, even if I didn't do that, it's like, that's fine. And it's like legit, like it might be like part of the contrarian in me, but it's just never been that appealing for me. And it's funny because just like me and you are like complete opposites.
Complete opposite.
And
She
I don't know.
wants to see the world, and you're like, if I never leave San
Things I
Diego.
And I don't know if it's like if I'm like the exception, or if there's more people like me, if there's more people like you guys.
I'm sure there is. Like, I'm sure there is more people like that. I just
I kinda
never
feel
have
like-
met one in my life.
Not just that. I mean, I feel you're like, okay, you're the way that you feel about it right now, that's the way you feel about it. But I feel like if you continue to do it, just because you are kind of like a people person, like you do like to talk and kind of get to bring something out of them and hear their story, I feel like if you do it enough, like you will start to enjoy it a little bit more, because you're gonna be like, you know what, I want to go to this area now and I want to hear
Maybe.
this person's story and like how they feel. Like,
Yeah.
say you went to London and kind of like you want to hear their side and their story about everything, you know. And then if you go somewhere else, like going to Philippines, kind of talk to, I don't know.
Tsunami victims.
Yeah, tsunami. Yeah, I mean that'll probably be a subject when you go next week. Like, how do you guys? How do you
go
guys?
next week? That's crazy.
How do you guys go
Yeah.
through these
We
like
go on Monday.
cyclones
Look at-
and
Philippines mudslide.
yeah, cyclones and
Trying to save
mudslides
They're
and
fighting
you know?
people in there. Oh my god.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I get it. I mean, hopefully it does,
Maybe
yeah,
we're
but
not going.
What made you agree to doing this whole trip thing, like traveling? Like you're so opposite of her.
I
Like,
honestly
what,
never thought it was gonna be so easy.
like what
It's-
made you agree to that? Like someone who doesn't really care to travel.
it's like like when we were at the little Halloween shop and I was telling his parents, it's like just the thought of like not having a routine, day-to-day routine for my life, and and just kind of living life like on the whim, like, all right, what are we gonna do or what are we gonna do tomorrow, or it doesn't really matter. You go day by day. It's like that's the appealing parts to me, and like the meeting people and stuff like that too. So it's like like I said, I could have done the same thing in Rosarito and just not worked and just done like my own
Yeah.
projects and things like that, and that would have been the same thing for me. If she wants to travel, so it's like, all right, do it. And it's both challenging because I live off routine, I love routine, but it's exciting because it allows me to break away from that and just learn, grow, hopefully.
So like so far, because you guys have been gone for what, 3 months now?
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's crazy.
in these 3 months, like you're obviously you haven't had a routine. You guys been, you know, just like whatever, traveling, seeing things, but not having a job, not having like what, like so far, what do you think about it?
I feel good. Like even then, I've been able to work into the routine like while we're there, like have my stuff I do. But it was, you know, when we first went out there, the thought of like not working, like having that much free time, like really scared me. I was like, oh damn, like this is when you really figure out like what you're about and what you do. But it's been great. I mean, it's allowed me to work on just that many more projects, whether it's stupid flag football stuff or like other little things. If I want to write something or just had a lot more time to read and different kind of exercises. Got my sweet kettlebell. But it went a lot better than I expected because I was really scared to where I thought I was just gonna like lose
So
my
are
mind.
you like used to not having a routine? Like are you used to not working, like having that set?
It's
like-
hard. It's hard. It really is hard for me.
And it's
'cause-
gonna change because like you made your new routine, right?
yeah.
And then now we're here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to break that again. It's hard. It really is hard for me, like day in, day out. Like there's certain things I want to do every single day, no matter what it looks like. I usually want to read, exercise, and create something, or do something challenging like every day. So it's like when that doesn't happen, like it eats at me a little bit. But I've gotten better at managing it. Like I don't stress out about it that much. It's like, oh my god, like I ruined my day, was wasted. Like that's how I used to be. But now it's like, all right, I didn't achieve it that day, but tomorrow's another day.
Yeah.
But it's been hard, but it's fun at the same time because you really get to dig into like who you are as a person. But yeah, dude, I see your parents, and they freaking enjoy every part of it, every moment, dude. Your mom's pumped, and I was like, dude, that's awesome. I just like get so happy for them. It's so cool.
Yeah, my parents love traveling. I think that's where I started. Like, I don't know. I've been traveling with my parents. Took us like at young ages. I mean, obviously, majority of the traveling was in the U.S. Like, but still, it was just like there was always that family trip every year. It's like we're gonna go somewhere new, going to Hawaii, going to Disney World, wherever we went.
Oh, I'll
Grand
pause you
Canyon.
there. I don't mean to cut you off, but I was like just thinking like that might be a part of it too. Like we never took like one family trip like ever.
Yeah, he said he never traveled.
So it's like that might be a part of it, but I was never exposed to it, so it was never like I never expected it or never thought about it.
It didn't.
That could be because
we did like no, we didn't like our parents would like take us to Disneyland like in October. You know, like we didn't travel.
So
45 of you.
yeah, there's so many Yvonne's family. So that's what I was saying. Like like I said, so like I love traveling. Like to me, like it was just that was like my routine, I guess you could say in a way. Like I look forward to that. Yeah, I look forward to going somewhere every year just because my parents, like I said, regardless of where we're going, whether it's LA for the weekend, the Grand Canyon, like I said, and then we ended up Hawaii and different random places like that. When Yvonne and I first got together, she wouldn't fly in an airplane, and I told her right off the bat.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I was terrified.
Yeah. Yes.
And
I was terrified.
I told her right off the
Really?
I
bat.
still don't like it.
I pretty much told her right off the bat. I go, we're gonna get married,
If you
and
want
I
to be
go,
with me.
no, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even like that. I go, I like to travel. I go, so you're gonna be married with me? I go, yeah, I'll take a little bit. I was just like, I do like to travel. I go, so if you plan, I go, just know, I plan on going places. I plan to go places. So
With or without you.
yeah,
Coming or you're not.
and that's pretty much what I told her. I was just like, whether you're gonna come or you're not gonna go, like, just know I'm gonna go places. Like, I plan on going to random places. And her first trip.
Where was your first trip?
Her first trip
To
on an
Sacramento.
aircraft. Yeah, her first
So
trip
it
on an
was a short
airplane
one, you know, like it was a short one.
That was your first flight.
That
Yeah,
was my first flight. I
it
was
was-
to Sacramento.
to go watch my brother graduate. My brother went to go graduate from.
You go to Sac State?
Nah, he went the correctional department.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
CDC or whatever.
That's okay.
So we're on the airplane. It's like a Southwest hour and a half flight.
Yeah.
Yvonne's kind of freaking out.
Did you take drugs or anything? Or like
No.
drink heavily?
Mm-mm.
I would crush that Ambien. I would wow.
We're on our way over there and we start hitting like a little bit of turbulence and she's looking at me kind of scared. And right as that turbulence hits, my dad grabs her and he looks at her. He goes, "We're going down."
No!
She's like, I hate
What a
this
terrible
family.
person.
Why did I marry this person?
Yeah, after that,
Classic
I was like,
laser.
yeah, after that, I was like,
That
she's
is
not
funny.
traveling anymore again.
Damn it, Dad. That is pretty funny.
Yeah, it was like really like.
But yeah.
Yeah, it was really terrifying.
Does it still freak you out or are you good now?
I still hate flying. I do. I still hate flying.
But you don't take
But
anything.
I'm just like, no, I don't take anything. I just, I'm just used to it. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Alright,
we-
baller.
I
I take a little weekend trip to Chicago.
We just took a 12-hour flight from San Diego to Germany last week.
And then
So.
right before that, you took a weekend trip to
but,
Hudson.
Yeah.
To go
Yeah.
visit. Quick weekend trip to go visit Armando
A
Rosella.
long weekend.
Yeah, I love doing that.
No, like I mean, I have flown like
Guys.
a lot. Oh, that's where you're gonna be at.
It's gonna be a ferry.
Look how pretty it is, guys.
Wow.
Not bad.
What do you mean?
Those boats are on land.
That's my kid.
That's why you don't.
That
watch,
is not normal.
That's why you don't watch the news, though. I mean, the news always shows the worst. Right.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, so like I've flown a lot, but yeah, I still don't like it. I hate takeoff. I hate landing. I'm like it. I'm still scared of it. I'm used to it. So, and I just was like, I can't ever like not see these places.
Yeah.
That's what, like, you know.
So push you.
Yeah.
I used to take sleeping pills. Not fly.
Did you?
Yeah, it wasn't even because I was scared, but it was just like to sleep.
You don't need sleeping pills to sleep.
I know, no, that was like the last time I took it. I think when I got sick, when we were on our way to Mexico City.
You gotta.
And I was like, never
Oh,
again.
yeah.
I was so bad. I was like fetal
Oh, you
position in
took
the
a
bathroom.
paramedic?
Yeah. And then we were. I think it was because we were drinking.
Oh God.
You were really sick.
I've gotten drunk before flights sometimes.
Well,
Me
yeah,
and
you
Stewie-
were in Vegas.
Oh,
you
Vegas?
Were,
Yeah, that time,
you were
yeah, I got sick
on
too.
The plane.
I think me and Stewie racked up like $100 tab like before we even left TJ. And TJ, this is like San Diego. This is like TJ. It's like,
They
well,
say I'm
you
no
want to
hope
go?
of finding survivors.
But you guys are gonna be there.
Don't watch it. Change the channel.
No.
Yeah, stop looking.
Change the channel.
Yeah.
You're stressing her out.
Where is this mudslide exactly?
It's everywhere.
You know, you gotta
okay.
take Armando to go see the Sphinx.
Hey, see, Egypt sounds really cool.
Because, you know, like, that's a place that he wants to go.
Oh, I thought you already took me to see the Sphinx.
I saw him to see one Sphinx, but it wasn't the right one, apparently.
That was Temple.
We got all
Places.
these little Sphinx running around over here. Oh, yeah, guys. If you ever go to Greece, just beware there's a lot of cats running around.
They're
I love
super
it.
And I'm allergic.
I love it.
I haven't heard you sneeze once. Oh, you're lying.
Exactly. He's such a liar.
I broke out in hives.
No,
You
you
can
did
get
not.
a cat when you
You guys
go home
literally
now.
saw me itching
No.
this whole weekend.
You've been okay this
Well,
whole time.
apparently
So.
you itch all the time.
You've been okay this whole time, so we're gonna get a cat. We go home.
That's what this trip.
I'm gonna, you know, what, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take one from here.
Then to carry on.
F cats.
Damn, but
50,000 people affected by the typhoon.
Can someone change the channel because?
No. Look it, they're all living in evacuation centers. We're gonna go to an evacuation center to sleep.
those affected. We'll edit this out. Don't need to know about this. Don't even know
Yeah,
what
you're not even affected.
But damn, yeah, I really, like I said, like the enjoyment I see from your parents is like what I really wish I would get out of like travel. But it's like it's not like I can't even fake it. I can't force it.
But like I said too, I mean, that's why I feel go somewhere you want to go, like Egypt. And you want to
Yeah,
go
but
to
he
Egypt.
doesn't want to go anywhere.
No,
You're
but
going to
but-
the places that he picked.
you're going to
I
places
would've
that
gone
he
to
picked.
Why did you pick those places?
But I'm just saying in general, like say it wasn't this trip coming up. In general, we know he wants to go to Egypt. So I feel like if you kind of do your little research, hit up, kind of have these places planned out that you do want to go, and it does seem appealing to you, you're gonna look at it a little bit more differently. Like, dang, this is somewhere I wanted to go. This is what.
Maybe I think Rosella doesn't really want to go place I want to go. That's the big thing.
We're literally going where you chose.
No. Japan. I give you
You
Japan.
picked Asia. We know what I would not have picked Asia.
We're gonna do Europe, and then
And I wanted to do
we
something.
went against. No, absolutely not.
Okay, we're not gonna fight about it right now.
You looked up on Pinterest. And you saw that thing was called, like,
And I saw what?
and you saw like the certain travel through the country. It's called like the yellow hopping trip or something racist.
What are you talking
Like it was like a tour of like
Yeah.
Southeast Asia, and that's like what initially.
Because you were interested in going to Japan. You gotta go somewhere near
Yeah,
Japan.
Japan is not Southeast Asia.
But you have to be near there to go. You can't be like South America and we're gonna jump to Japan.
You can't.
This is real weird.
No,
I'm a little
but
uncomfortable
okay,
with
but the places I meant, like it's like that I would want to go, that you probably wouldn't want to go, like Israel. Israel's number one. You didn't want to go to Israel.
I said yes if we do like a straight up tour. I'm not just gonna walk into
Egypt,
Israel.
Egypt be dope. I kind of want to go to Israel, Jordan, to Egypt.
He wants to like donkey through the whole place. Like, we're gonna get murdered.
Australia, Tasmania.
Could have took a donkey here.
Well, it's very different than Israel.
Bless you.
Must see.
Bless you.
But at the same time, it's like I don't want to force those upon you just because like you're the one who be traveling more. So I'm not hurting if I don't go there. It's just like, oh, it'd be cool.
So is Israel one of your number one spots to go to?
Israel would be for sure.
She wants to
That
go
would be
there.
awesome.
Israel would probably be number one.
I told you I was down if we got a tour.
Alright.
I'm not gonna
Alright.
You should have seen. No, I'm not talking about it. You're making me mad.
I'm telling you, we looked up the travel advisories on Tijuana. That's just to show you like what.
Okay, but that's different because I live in Tijuana. It's not like I live in friggin' Israel. I don't know what's real and what's not real.
It's getting dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to know. I'm trying to like cultivate that like respect for like just like saying things. Like tomorrow, you guys are gonna go see the Blue Roof. I don't know what the hell it is.
You're going too.
You're going too.
I'm going too. But like I'd be fine not going. But it's like that. Like I want to be pumped. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see this. It's
Right,
like,
like I'm excited to go see.
yeah,
it.
exactly. It's like I want
But you're like,
that.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got issues.
But it's a good time. I like hanging out. I like I said, we've kind of been doing it by when. Like I told you yesterday. Well, yesterday we got here, right?
Yeah.
It was like the freaking like trying to figure out how to get from the port to here. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the most exciting part of the day. Let's see how we figure this out. We pulled this out of our ass.
We did.
You guys made it.
That's like the cool stuff for me too. Like just like
Like,
the wandering
like that
part,
kind
yeah. Like the unknown part of it. It's like super scary at times. Like I don't know how many times I felt unsafe and scared like in random places. When I was in Panama, I always had like a straight like panic attack, like depression hit. I was like, damn it, why'd I come? So I spent all that money. This is so stupid. But then 10 minutes later, it's like, oh, okay, she's giving me a ride to her house.
Fine.
And I was straight in the cuts. The little Haiti of Panama. Did I tell you guys about that? Or maybe I did, but staying with the homegirl's mom.
Yeah.
It was a random apartment complex. I couldn't get a taxi to the field. She didn't want to call the Uber because it was $7. I was like, I'll pay the $7. She's like, no, I'm not letting you do
like,
that.
never.
Yeah. I think I ended up paying like $8 for the taxi.
She got you. That was her friend.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
lady.
She knew the taxi driver.
It was an appeal. But yeah, like it's like that, like the moments where you think like I'm like for sure on that taxi ride to the first day, like from the taxi ride from the apartment to the field, I was like, oh, this is it, we get murdered. Never saw to tell my story. But it's like those scary ass moments like kind of pay off in the end. It's like, okay, like I'm glad I did that. And like the people you meet, the videos, the interviews, all those things, like make it worth it. But I'm scared all the time.
You like the road trip?
I really like the road trip. That's been really that was a really good time. And I don't know if that was because of the destinations or just kind of like just going around seeing like, oh, we'll stop here.
World's best pizza?
New Mexico. No, that was Montana. It's like a liquor store in Montana.
Are you like World's best
Yeah.
Congratulations.
The map kept saying, you have arrived, and we're like, where are we?
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, there's a whole like market, and then we go in there and it's like, world's best pizza, like,
Debatable, but debatable. I'm gonna eat it. We crushed that pizza. Though.
we bought a whole large to go.
Yeah, but just eating it. Had it on a dashboard and just rubbing it.
We did.
Nice.
The other moment when I remember calling you from New Mexico. I think I called you. Yeah, that's a flip phone. I was like, damn it, why I come here? That was like the last minute when I drove with Lester, like 100 hours.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh. I was like, why'd I come? We lost our first game. We're about to go home. It's still Saturday. Because how they do the tournament is double elimination, like no matter what. So it's like you lose 2 games and you're out. So like the first year I went in 2016, we lost our first 2 games Saturday. I was done like at 10 a.m. on Saturday after like a 15-hour drive. So I was like, oh God, it's gonna be it all over again. But we ended up winning out and like winning the tournament. So that was a blast in the end. Made some money. But before that, I was pissed. I was like, damn it, why'd I do this? Like it's a recurring theme in my life.
Yeah. Kind of do things that are silly.
I make a bunch of stupid decisions. It's kind of my thing. What
Traveling
trips?
is just good though. That's what I'm saying. Traveling at the end of the day is good, regardless of what it's for. I mean, for instance, Texcoco, like that's still part of traveling, you know. But
That's
you're
fun. You
going
see,
you're going out there for flag football.
Yeah.
But you're going out there for flag football. But it's still you're going to a new destination
I mean,
to achieve something that you want.
Quite a few places
I was gonna say
because of football.
The
like,
irony
that
is
just-
And like Cancun, I mean, we all went
The only
we all just went, you know, to that tournament, and regardless of like how that tournament went, you know, like we just went, we showed up, we hopped on some random team, didn't even really play much, but we traveled out to Cancun and we had fun playing in this tournament. We had fun playing in this tournament. We also had fun chilling out on the beach and just doing like chilling, you know.
That's actually a very good point that I
85
didn't
shots.
think of until right now. Like I've made a lot of friendships and relationships just through like random travel.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you the amount of people I've met just from showing up at places and be like, hey, I got nowhere to crash.
Right.
whose turn is it to host me this time? And it's just kind of like people, like most people already know, like, oh yeah, he's just kind of showing up. And I always try to make a point to it, is like, hey, listen, I'm not poor. I'm not needy. This is just what I enjoy. I just kind of like going on the fly, and like I will pay you to let me stay at your house. Just let me stay at your house and meet your family and see what that's all about. But that's true. I didn't think about that.
Should
That's
say
gonna
that, but I was
blast.
gonna start charging you.
I don't even mind.
Edit that out.
One of my favorites is me, Stewie, and Patas in Pueblo, staying in Pueblo with Edgar. Like, for no reason, he was like, yeah, just come over. It's freaking hour and a half drive, 2 hours from Texcoco. We're playing that. But we go out there, he let us stay, him and his wifey, and that was just a great time, dude. It was just an experience. And the best part about it is that what Patas told me, that was like his idol. Like when Patas was like coming out of high school, trying to get scouted to go to colleges, like he would watch Edgar's like highlight videos, like to get him motivated to try to get recruited, things like that.
That's pretty cool. And then he got
And
to
he
stay
got
at
he
his
pretty much got to stay at his house. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was like, oh, Edgar, just
house.
douchebag. No.
He's good.
No, he's a stud. But yeah, I hope figure out some way to enjoy this. I don't want to be like just spiteful like the whole time we're traveling. Yeah, Rosella's not gonna be happy if that's the case. But I don't know.
Pretty good so far.
Yeah, I just don't know how's it gonna turn out. Like that's why I'm scared.
You're also so negative though all the time.
Rosella! About what?
Like you already have that, that thought, like, oh, I hope I enjoy this. Like instead of like, oh, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna do that.
I know I'm gonna have a blast. I just hope, like I said, like I enjoy the travel part of it, and I want to see things and do all that stuff. Like I have a good time wherever I'm at. And that's like the easiest part. I have a good time with you. Pause for that. But I just don't want to be angry that I'm on the road. It's like, oh, why did we do this? Like we could just spend this money on something else, or spend this time doing something else. No.
We'll get money again.
Look at me.
I'm serious. You spend it on travel, and then you're like, there, we'll just work
Yeah.
some more and get more money.
Yeah, that's like a whole nother facet of conversation. But yeah, man, you work all this time, like you gotta enjoy it at some point, right? I feel like you guys do a good job at that. It's like the balance of like being like fiscally responsible, but at the same time like enjoying life. Like I don't think it's bad if people who put so much money away for savings or retirement and plan ahead. Like that's great. Like if that makes you feel good and safe, and that's awesome. But some other people just want to kind of spend it the way they do, whether that's clothes, whether that's food, or if you want to take trips, whatever it is. I mean, kind of to each their own. Like there's no real. I tell people it's like there's no right or wrong way to do life.
Yeah.
Like you just do life.
Yeah.
So it's like teach their own. And like I said, I think you guys do like a great job at that. You seem like you guys enjoy it for the most part. Whenever Steve's not pissing everywhere.
Whenever
One time.
whenever I'm not getting stung on my ass. No, but yeah, like we always try to take a trip or two like every year. It's just become something that
It's kind of your thing.
do. Yeah, it is. It's kind of our thing. Like
Gotta start planning your next trip already.
I know. What are we doing?
Texcoco.
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 Do that real cheap.
We're doing Texcoco in 2 months.
I think I do Texcoco for like $100.
Oh, God.
I won airfare for like or you stay on Spirit for like $30. They're just like super cheap.
We're definitely booking Valadi's anniversary sale. 90% off.
That's so crazy.
So
I don't think that's right.
New Zealand? That's like you guys
I would
really
love
want
to.
New Zealand. Rosella?
I'll let him pick the next
I
one.
kind of-
'Cause this was my thing, so.
I definitely want to do New Zealand. That's like I said, I want to go watch the All Blacks play.
Okay.
But I kind of feel like our next trip, if it's not gonna be a cruise, I think it's gonna be Spain and Portugal. Oh, we're
Back to
definitely. I mean, Texcoco. I mean, that's on the list. Cancun's on the list. Cancun's on the list for like the flag football stuff. But like I said, I think I can make those.
Long weekend trips.
Long weekend trips. I think we could break those down pretty cheap if we would get to catch the sale correctly. But
You had two.
The next
I
big
didn't
trip.
realize. Where's the other one?
In the closet?
Wasn't there 4 pills?
next big trip, Spain and Portugal.
Spain, Portugal. Are there certain things like you guys like have to do like when you're no matter where you're at, like I need to do this? Or is it not really like I need to buy this thing from here?
Yeah,
There's-
I have to get a shot glass everywhere I go.
Okay.
I just gotta see like the main attraction. So like when we go to Spain, I want to watch a bull kill a marauder, whatever they're called.
Kill?
See, God, he just says things. He
I
just
don't
puts words
think they
together.
kill 'em. A matador?
A matador, there you go.
A bull kill a marauder.
Yeah, no, marauder, what are they
I
called?
really,
A marauder.
I really want to do the running of the bulls.
We could definitely plan it around running in the bulls, and we all go running on the bulls.
Wow. I'll record you guys get killed.
I'm recording marauders.
Yes.
These marauders. I don't know, what are they, Sphinx that run out of?
Gosh, dude.
Rosella, like, what's soul knock? My bro.
Hide, babe, hide.
Oh, I'm about to get kicked out, guys. Alright, we're good.
What's going on?
Nobody.
Alright, we're good, guys. We didn't get kicked out.
We didn't get kicked out or murdered.
By the way, we've been staying illegally in these rooms, so we've kind of been low key in these hotel resorts and stuff.
Good thing there's no wristbands.
Yeah.
Right?
What are some things you need to see like before you die, or some things you need to do before you die, as far as like in the travel sense? Or is there anything? You okay? You done everything already?
No way.
Just getting started.
I don't have like a place, kind of like Yvonne had. Like this was her dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it was Paris, but I went there, so I don't have like a place that I have to see. But I want to see everything all at the same time.
Spoiled Americans.
Like everything is my bucket list, my top. Everywhere I go.
There's not just like one.
There's not like I can't like pinpoint one place that I'm like I have to go there.
Would you rather? I guess I ask all you guys this. Would you rather see a bunch of places like for like short amounts of time, or like immerse yourself like in one place for like a longer amount of time?
I don't know.
I
think I need it like you've got to. I mean, you can't live it in a week, but you have to be somewhere at least a week to like kind of even begin to get a feel for it.
like we did like the past trips that we've done to Europe, like pretty much they're kind of like a tour. Like we're always on the move. Like we're constantly like going to this place, going to this place, going to this place. And there's been places that like I love, like completely like fell in love with, and I wish I can have like more time there. But then, yeah, Switzerland definitely. But like then again, I'm like, well, I want to see new places, like, you know, like that trip where we went to Switzerland. I completely fell in love with it. Like, I would love to just go to Switzerland and be there for like, I don't know, like a week or two. But then I wanted to go to Greece. I wanted to, you know, like go to Ireland. Like I want to see different places. So I think for me,
The more moving around.
yeah, the more just the more I can see like in the world, the better.
Get it? Like
Even
short.
even if I never went back to like Lucerne, Switzerland, like and just, you know, like like I got to experience it. It wasn't as long as I wanted, but I'm like seeing all these other places. I'm okay with that.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of torn.
Yeah,
Because, like, yeah, I want to see lots of places, but are we really seeing the places? Like, you're seeing them and you're taking a picture, but are you there? You know what I mean? Are you experiencing it? Or, I guess it depends on where you're at and how you feel about the place, too.
Yeah.
Depends what you do when you're there. Like, when we went to Africa, like, we were there not long. It was probably like a 10-day trip. But I felt like I lived it. Like, we did things that were like we got to go to a traditional wedding, and we got to like dance with the Zulu men.
You think it was a real wedding, or they just put that on because you guys were there?
It was a real wedding. It was definitely a real wedding.
No, that was a legit
They
question.
were gonna have all these people go to a wedding. It was like a wedding.
That's pretty dope.
It was super cool. So just things like that, like I felt like was in the culture. Like I had to dress how they dressed and do this. Like I had to dance for her. Like it was like weird things that like.
You dancing for dollar bills?
Yeah, we bought her a gift. So when you buy someone a gift at a party, you're supposed to do a dance for them.
Really?
So I had to go
You
up
grinding
there.
her?
No, and she's not allowed to smile at all.
What?
So she's trying not to laugh at me dancing for her.
I would have loved to see how you dance for her. Do it right here for me.
No. So, I mean, just things
Did
like
you do
that.
Beyonce?
I just did whatever the other ladies were doing, except they move their asshole and I don't know how. They wear these giant like necklace things like full of beads and they make them move like this, but like only like by doing this.
Okay.
There's no way in hell I was able to do that. I'm like,
Yeah, sit on Black Panther.
yeah, they were wearing those things. It was so cool. So it's just things like that. Like I think just depends where you're at and how.
I always make it a point, like, wherever we go, like, you know, of course, like, I'm taking pictures, I'm taking video, and, you know, like, whatever, but I always will, like, stop and
Just take it in.
take it in. Yeah, like, I'll focus on, like, something, and I'll just be like,
You see,
you know.
joke.
I got something for that, but I won't say it.
Shut up.
She does like to take it in there.
There it is.
You're the worst. But yeah, like I'll like stop and just kind of like just take it in. Like I'll just say to myself like, dude, like I'm here right now, you know? Like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna forget this, you know? Like I'm always gonna remember this and feeling this way.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask. Like the next question, or just follow up to you. Like you mentioned about taking pictures. I was like, how do you balance that? Like between like just being present in the moment, and enjoying it, and like getting like the photos and the videos. Like, do you ever feel conflicted about doing either? Or do
I
you?
think you just take a quick picture and
Yeah.
then you're just there.
Yeah.
Because also, like, looking back at pictures, it, like, brings you back to
Right.
places, too.
Mhm.
Like, I wish I had Africa pictures. Or any of my other trip pictures.
You don't have any?
They all got lost in the computer.
Oh, that's hard.
So, I mean, I have, like, a couple.
Yeah.
But, like, I can still remember all these things, but, like, even to show you, like, how I talk about it, you guys don't really get it.
Yeah.
So if I had, like, oh, look, this is what we did, then it's like,
Yeah.
you
can
show
see it.
people or you just remember things and then you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, that was, or I forgot about this, that was so funny, or whatever.
Yeah,
So you
dance.
just gotta do both.
Yeah, I feel like that's another hard thing to balance, just because we do have freaking digital cameras and like on us at all times, so it's so easy to get caught up in that and taking pictures and videos and doing all this stuff. And a lot of us derive fulfillment from just from sharing that stuff, putting that out there to the world, and it's like hard. It's easy. No, it's easy to get lost in that, in like that part of it without like enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't want to live my trip through like my phone or you know like
Mhm.
the pictures and stuff. But of course, like I
It's
have
like
to,
you still want that,
I
yeah.
have to, like I want the memory of it.
Yeah.
So you know, I take the pictures, but yeah, like I'll do that. Like I'll take some pictures and then I like just like soak it in.
What about you, see? How do you go about balancing that?
I'm the same choice. It's on his phone.
What?
Just like, look at this cool picture I took.
You're not in the moment right now. You're on your phone. We're talking about that right
It's
now.
like-
I know, mine is, I don't know. I normally soak most of it in by just the memories. I'll take some pictures, and I do keep a lot of pictures on my phone, but for the most part, I just like to just live it through my memories.
What about you? You make all these videos?
I do make videos. I like taking pictures of people taking pictures.
I noticed that.
I like catching other people's memories. And if I do see like a good landscape or just something cool that stands out to me, like I'll record it. It's like, oh, that could be like B-roll for like for a video or something. But same thing, you just try to be conscious of it. Like you're never gonna be perfect. Sometimes you do post something on social media just like, oh, that looks cool, and share it with friends. I'll make myself look cool for the second. Never. Just partying, God
Or
knows where.
For
But
your
like
family to see
since you don't care really about going to these places or seeing these things, like does it matter to you like if you are just
I like the funny stuff that I do, or like the things that are funny to me, like take pictures in the bus in my speedo or things like that. Like I like doing that. Like that's self-fulfilling. Like that's straight ego for me. It was just funny to me. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. What kind of ridiculous thing can I do just to boost my ego? But and then the other stuff, like whatever I do take pictures of or record, it's mostly just to show other people like what this is, or like what that tournament is. That's why I started it. That's why I started like the whole hobby. It was like I'm taking all these trips and going to all these places, playing a bunch of football. I was like, oh, I'm gonna figure out like somebody needs to share this with everyone. Like how can everybody look at this and see this the way I do? So that's why I started putting those stupid ass videos together. It's evolved into this. So when I do like the straight like the touristy trips like me or Rosella do, or like wherever it goes, like I try to get like the scenery and things like that. But just for people can see it. That's why it's like rare. Like I don't think I've ever been like, hey Rosella, like, please take a picture. And I feel like she gets upset about that because I post everything else except like us. But it's not like I just don't like. I try not to put myself out there that much.
You
I
don't
put
post
everything else.
all the time.
Everything football, everything else.
Your
but
parents like to see it.
they do with their podcasts.
You know they're listening right now.
you're a jerk.
No, so I think that's my take on it. Show people what it's about.
They show Kevin.
Kevin.
Like, they literally show
but yeah, I know I feel like that irks you sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like,
Kevin. Once in a while, but
yeah.
not every day.
But I rely on you to do those things. Like take these pictures of us. Like, hey babe, come take a selfie.
I'll send it to you. So
But
you
left
can
to my own
post it.
devices, I'll probably never have a picture of myself. Apparently. Besides me and a speedo.
Well, I don't have pictures of just me. Like, I don't take selfies.
Oh.
Just
No, of us. Alright.
I always want to fight on here.
What advice would you give to people who either are afraid of traveling for safety reasons, are afraid to do it for like money reasons, or just like they're just not interested? Like what kind of words would you give them, like just to like to pump them up, or to like, hey, just try it? Or,
Well, I mean, like we're, like we do things with our money that, I mean, maybe we shouldn't
Get a
be doing,
credit card.
like, but apply for as many credit cards as you can, and just take all these trips. So.
I just feel life's short. You gotta
But
get out there and
seriously,
experience
it is,
whatever. I
like-
mean, when we landed in London last year, it was the same day a bombing happened, and you can't just watch the news and be scared of
What's
everything that's going on everywhere in the world. You just gotta do it. If it's something that you want to do, just do it. I mean, I said it's a short life that we live.
And that's
So
the
I mean, I have zero savings. So
Yeah,
I have zero money in savings.
we are gonna
But-
be homeless.
We'll be homeless like in a few years. But I mean, regardless,
But
like
we're
But
in
dude,
Santorini
but
right
you know
now.
what?
a lot of
Like,
people. I mean, and we see a lot of people on these trips right now. Like you see, like these crazy old people on these trips that could barely make it up the hikes and could barely make it up, and we're doing it like right now. We're just experiencing it right now. I mean, I plan on doing it when we get older as well, and if we could, like, hopefully we could and still enjoy them. But I just want to experience these places like while we're young also. And if you could do it, I just say do it.
Even if you can't do it, do it. If you shouldn't be doing it, do it. No, but I mean, I don't don't regret like anything. Like I if anything, like I feel so blessed that we've seen and like we've seen the things that we've seen. We've gone the places that we've gone. Like, even if we're, like we don't have money in our savings or like we're just kind of
You're
like.
doing it.
Yeah, like just kind of, not like just kind of living off like, I don't know, like not really paycheck, but I mean, like we don't have like crazy savings, but we have taken some pretty awesome trips, like, and like you said, like if I, you know, were to die next week, you know, like I'm just saying, you know, like I did this, like this trip specifically, this trip that we're on right now, this has been my dream, and I'm glad that we did it, you know, like it's life is too damn short to like wait until, like, you know, a lot of times you're never gonna be complete, like ready, like to be, you know, like okay, like let me do this first, or let's do this first, or let's do, you know, like just do the freaking trip. It's amazing life out there.
Yeah, man. I completely agree with you guys. Like when people ask me like why I do all the stupid things I do, as far as like the media stuff goes, it goes back to the same thing. Like I really think life is so short, and you never know when it could go. Like you said, you landed in England at the same day that bombing happened, whatever it was. You guys could have been a part of that. You could have been gone. We could die on the flight back home. The ferry could sink on the way back to Athens. All these things that happen any given day, till it's like. So yeah, at that point, it's like, oh dang, do you really care about that retirement account?
Yeah,
Can you even enjoy that?
I think also for people, like they say, like, I don't have money or whatever. Like, if you really want to go somewhere, and even if you're saving, I don't know, $10 out of every paycheck, you're eventually gonna get the money that you need to go wherever it is you want to go.
I think a lot of people are just scared of travel. Like, they don't really look into it. To a lot of people, they just say, oh, it's too expensive to do that.
Exactly.
But if you actually look into the travel and look into booking stuff,
and even if it is too expensive for your budget, for your job that you have, you can get there even if it's not going to be next week. It might be 2 years from now.
Right, yeah.
But you can still do it. And also, like Steve was saying, like...
It's so cheap to travel nowadays.
But it's scary.
Ridiculous.
Like, places
scary
are scary. Like,
yeah.
if you really read it and do all this research, like, it's going to be scary, but if, like, everything's scary, so then you're either never going to do anything, or you're just going to be like, well, see what happens, or, like, be as safe as possible. So you just gotta make the choices. And there's like safer places than other places.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's your thing when you go. I don't know where the safest place in the world is, but
Australia.
Do you think people are missing anything if they don't ever travel? Like, are they missing like certain aspect of life? Or are they gonna miss some lessons? Or you think it's like, just teach their own?
I mean, I do, like, just because, like, I've seen some pretty cool stuff so far, like, and I'm like, yeah, like, there's people who don't...
Never have the chance.
Yeah, like, they don't do it, or never will, or don't want to, like, because I know people that, you know, or even, like, my parents, for example, like, they're never, you know, they're never gonna go anywhere, you know, like, and... It makes me sad. Like, I wish they can see these things, like, in person instead of just through my pictures that I show them, you know? Like, it's so amazing. Like, I feel like people are missing out if they're not getting out there.
Like, on the other side of that, like, you see things that are, like, trips that we've taken before that are, like, super sad or super poor, and you're just, like, at home whining about everything. You're like, oh, there's, like, worse places out there to be at, or to situations that people are in.
Like, it humbles you, puts things to perspective.
Stop whining. You have a home. You have everything you need.
That's one of the things that are cool about the mission trips when you guys are doing like service projects. Like, it does put that like if you haven't seen that kind of poverty before, you're from the States, it's like, oh damn, this is like.
But people live
real.
it and they're happy. They're fine.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm thinking like of our Thailand thing. Like, I feel like that's gonna be kind of like that.
Oh, for sure.
Like, where we're gonna be staying and how we're gonna be living.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, oh crap, like people live like this their whole lives. And we're only gonna do it for 12 weeks. And it's probably gonna be the longest 12 weeks ever. So it's just, I mean, and it's cool. But I think it's cool to like we're gonna be living it. Like, it's for reals. Like, that's how people actually live. It's not like we're staying in a nice hotel and.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's scary, but
I
exciting.
think it's fun to do like both.
Yeah.
Because after that, I want to stay in like the nicest resort ever.
Yeah. Dope Wi-Fi.
Different Wi-Fi. It's not no Wi-Fi, I'm sure.
Oh man.
It's so crazy. I would love to do something like that.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I don't think I can ever. I don't know. Like I don't think I can ever be in that position where I'm like, you know what, when I quit my job and you know, like I just don't like. I don't know. I guess I just don't have the balls to do that. Like I've been at my job for like almost 17 years. Like you know, like I
Then give it back to you.
Look, can you hold my
Please
job
keep
for a
your
year?
We've been I've told Steve this thing before, but we've been blessed to have like a great support system around it, like being able to stay with our parents for free, being able to stay at your sisters for free, and parents taking over car payments, just like the little things like that do drain money from otherwise stopping us from doing things. We had all that around us, so it's like it's not even.
Yeah.
Made it easy.
Yeah, made it
Like,
way
it's
easier.
made it easier. But even if people don't have that support, it's still possible.
It's
just gonna take
possible.
longer to get there, but you can still get there.
Like I mean, I know like either one. Like I know we can go live with someone. Like you know, like we can go live at his parents' house. Like even though my mom has a full house, she would
Steve's been
tell
barking
us
up that
like
tree.
move in. You know, like.
Steve's been barking up that tree for years.
I know that, like, you know, but it's just like,
You want to.
I just, you know, like, we own our house, like, you know, like, I can't, like, I don't know, it'd be really hard for me to just,
Yeah. Take it back.
I get it, man. It's tough.
Yeah. It's scary.
We're gonna figure it out. That's how it goes. See how poor we are.
See
When we
if
get back.
Make it to the Philippines.
Yeah.
hell, no. Just go straight to Japan.
Alright.
Just thinking too.
That's what we were thinking, but then.
All right, Steve, close us out. Why should people travel? What would you tell your friend, like, if they're thinking about traveling? Like, what would you tell them? Like, why should you do it? That's it.
I don't know. Experience something new. Get out there. See the world. See a different sports team play in a different coliseum. See a new island, the clear waters.
Just see something.
Just see something.
See
See the Sphinx.
Something different.
See
Something
Sphinx.
see.
See the Sphinx. Go out to Greece and look at the pyramids. And
People are gonna be so confused. Like,
Wait, where are these
pyramids in Greece?
I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca Road when along came a semi with a high and canvas covered load. If you're going to Winnemucca Mac with me, you can ride. And so I climbed into the cab and then I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand, and I said, listen, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathed the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man.
You guys like that?
I've been
You missed this?
everywhere.
Yeah, I know you did. Oh man, traveling. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys like it? Do you not? Am I the weird one? Are they the weird ones? Are we all uniquely weird all at the same time? I don't know, but man, it's something I wrestled with. Like I said when we were talking about it, but even yesterday we were on like the last day there, and it was we went to Iwa. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's like Owxyia, something like that. It's a little town on Santorini, and we were out there just kind of hanging out with doing all the touristy stuff, and then we were out there on like a cliffside watching a sunset, which I mean was 100% beautiful, nothing taken away from it. amazing view like the ones you see on postcards, but did nothing for me. And I had to wrestle with it again. Like, dude, like, am I just being contrarian? Am I being negative? Am I being pessimistic? What is it? I don't know. But in the middle of that, in the middle of like thinking about this in my mind, I just sat back and just was looking around me and saw like a ridiculous amount of people just gathered around and just smiling, having a good time with each other. People were popping bottles. Steve literally popped a bottle of beer on that ledge, which was, we made a scene, and it was a warm IPA, but it was pretty baller move of Steve. Respect. But yeah, it was just, I took a moment, took a step back and just watched everyone. I was like, dude, like, this may do nothing for me, but all these people are having a great time. That's what it's all about. Like, I don't want to be spiteful at all. Like, I'm gonna enjoy them enjoying this, if that makes any sense. So that's something I'm gonna try to do more of, even if I'm not blown away by a certain aspect of the world, of the natural beauty of the world. I'm gonna look for the joy in other people's reactions and derive my happiness around. Not my happiness, I guess sounds a little depressing, but my entertainment fun from that. Oh God, they're back. Bye guys. I'm not gonna make this any longer. Love you.
I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mattawa, La Paloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tocopilla, Barranquilla, and Padilla. I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts, bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Tallapoosa, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, the Beach Lake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts, bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Omaha, Baca, Shefferville, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pittsfield, Springfield, Bakersfield, Shreveport, Hackensack, Cadillac, Fond du Lac, Davenport, Idaho, Jellicoe, Argentina, Diamantina, Pasadena, Catalina, see what I mean? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts, bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Gravelburg, Colorado, Ellersburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Eldorado, Larimore, Atmore, Haverstraw, Chattanooga, Chaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Opelika, Baraboo, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Cedar City, Dodge City. What a pity. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts, bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere.